Hey, real estate agents, welcome to the Weekly Closer. I'm your host, Jeff Underwood, along with my co-host, Joey Sampaga. And he is the man with the plan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing peachy.
Peachy?
Yes.
Where did we get that?
I don't know.
That's a little bit different. Joey, we are the Real Estate Marketing Maniacs. Yeah, here we go. We've got an awesome guest with us today.
Yes, we do.
Yes, that guest is Rosie Derryberry with Realty Executives.
Rosie Derryberry. I just love to hear that name.
Rosie Derryberry. There we go.
Hi, thank you for having me. Very good, thank you.
Good, thanks for coming in. You're going to share some things traditional, but you also have a segment of your business that I'm really interested in hearing more about. So I know we'll save that for a little bit later, but start off with how long you've been in the business and really what got you into real estate. Okay.
So I'm going on 14 years in real estate. I started in 2004 in commercial real estate. I don't know why. I got my license, and for some reason I thought that would be cool to start in commercial real estate.
Okay. Well, it's different, right?
Yeah. It was great. It was a great learning experience. So I worked for a commercial firm for about a little over a year and a half. I did retail investment. So I worked with a senior advisor. Big like strip centers that people sell. I would work with a senior advisor, help them do all the research. It was a great learning lesson. A lot of the tools that I learned from that, I got paid nothing, but a lot of the tools that I learned I still use today.
Wow.
So is commercial hard?
It's hard, but it's different.
It's different.
I love that it's all about the numbers. Mm-hmm. There's no emotion. No one's crying because the kitchen's not big enough.
Yeah.
It's strictly the data, the numbers, and it's yes or no, this works. Residential has more emotion, more ups and downs.
So if you're lovey-dovey, you go into the residential side, right?
I guess so. I guess I'm lovey-dovey.
Well, I'm just thinking. I wonder which one's more difficult.
Yeah,
but I guess it depends on whether you're a people person or whether you just to the numbers.
Pros and cons, I'm sure.
Okay, all right. So what got you into the business then?
So, I worked in TV. So out of college, I went and I worked for a news station. I worked at Channel 15.
Okay.
So I worked behind TV, and I worked about a year and a half there, long hours. And my dad worked in real estate, and he kept saying, "Come over here." The market was booming. It was 2005. It was the best time to transfer into real estate. So I did. And it was one of the best decisions I made. I got to work with my dad. At the time, my dad had sold new homes for over 25 years. So he had been in the business. He knew all the builders, the developers. And it was a really great experience just to get in there and see what these builder and developers, what are they looking for? How do they make money?
Right.
Just things that I could never have learned on my own. So I credit my dad because he really taught me a lot along the way. And then after doing that for a few years, the market just completely tanked. And starting in 2008.
I don't remember that.
No,
I'm just teasing.
So from 2008 to about 2012, I was lucky enough to do foreclosures and short sales.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I started out, I knew another realtor that did a lot of foreclosures, and I thought, man, if she could do this, I could do this. So I sat in my office one day, and I just printed up, I Googled a list of banks from A to Z. And I printed it up, and the first bank on the list was Aurora Loan Services. So I cold called them, and I got transferred to probably 5 or 6 different people. They finally sent me to the asset manager of Arizona. She was a little dismissive and was like, well, I do like your name. I like the name Rosie Derryberry. She goes, I'll give you one that's expiring and we'll see how you do.
Wow.
So she sent me one, and I don't know if I just got lucky, but I put it on the market and it sold in like 5 days.
Wow.
And the previous guy had it for like 150. So at that point, she was like, okay, I'm going to give you one more. So she gave me one more. And again, I don't know if I just got lucky or great marketing, but it sold again in like a week. So then from there, for about 4 years, I would go to bed, wake up the next morning, check my email, and it was at least like 1 to 5 new listings every day or every other day.
Whoa.
Well,
And they were like anywhere from, most of them were like 200,000 to 400,000, but I had them from as low as 35,000 up to 3 million.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
So it was I don't think I slept for a few years. I just worked.
Well, they say that luck comes from hard work, don't they?
Yeah.
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 They do, Joey.
Yeah.
I don't know who they are, but they do.
Yeah.
So, sorry about that. TV. So were you on camera too?
No, behind the scenes,
okay.
yeah.
I didn't know if maybe that led into, because I know we talked about video marketing a
Yeah.
little bit at the beginning. I thought maybe that was kind of a transition to some of
No,
your
I mean,
video
I
stuff.
saw a lot of the, I knew, the anchors and the online reporters. I knew how they
Okay.
talked. So I've kind of used that for my online marketing, my video marketing, on camera the best I can. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that real quick,
Sure.
because I know with your traditional business, you are doing some video marketing.
I am, yeah.
So you want to share like how you're doing that or why?
Yeah, so I've got a great video production company that will come, and I pretty much write all the scripts, and we do a lot of movement shots, walking and talking, just try to keep people engaged. So if they're on social media and they're scrolling through,
Yeah.
typically if, it's not just, if you're mixing in shots of the house, but then somebody's hosting the video, it keeps their interest.
Yep.
So we've done a lot of that. The first one I did just on the Arcadia area, just an informational video. And I want to say within like 24 hours, I had over 5,000 views.
Wow.
It was just really quick, and
Yeah.
it was a lot. I got a lot of positive feedback on it. So then from there, I've done periodically certain properties I'll do a video for, and it's been great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Joey and I teach a lot about video. And, we really feel like that's one of the best ways to
Yeah.
build your brand, for sure.
Yeah.
Because people can, they can see you, they can hear you, they can build that trust factor
Yeah.
without necessarily having to be face-to-face, if you will. So I think that's great. We wish more people would do video
Yes,
marketing,
we
right?
do.
Don't we?
Yes.
Don't we? We just had one too. The video was awesome. I think it was within 7 days, over 15,000 views for
Wow.
a specific property.
Yeah, that's great.
Marketing it the right way,
Uh-huh.
right? So it's awesome. What are you doing as far as listings versus buyers? Are you primarily on the list side, or?
Yeah, I would say about 75% of my business is listings.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And I know you mentioned at the beginning that you are primarily referral based.
I am, yeah.
So how have you been able to kind of build up that? Because that's kind of the dream, I think, for any real estate agent. If
know.
they can get 100% referral based.
Yeah, I feel really blessed that I don't have to go out there. I could, and maybe later on in life, I will go out there and market more. But just where I'm at right now, I feel really blessed just to be able to be referred out by former clients, whether it's a buyer or a house I sold for someone, and that they were happy and they were pleased and that they recommended me.
And you told a story about a restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
So people are saying your name on the signs, right?
Yeah. So in Arcadia, I do have, a lot of signs up at times. It just depends on the time. But, I'll go to a restaurant. People will see my last name on the credit card, and I've had this happen a few times. Derryberry, I see your signs everywhere.
Yeah. Well, it's probably hard to not catch that name, right?
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's great. Other things that you want to share about the traditional side, as far as you have a specific niche that you want to focus on, or that you are focusing on?
Yeah, for my traditional buyers and sellers, I mainly work in Arcadia, 85018, Paradise Valley, and Old Town Scottsdale. So I usually stay in that area, and same with my listings.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of geographical farming, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Picking out that area.
Well, and just knowing that area and studying it. So when
Yeah.
you're out with a buyer and they ask you a question, you're able to answer that question, give them the accurate data, or you're at a listing appointment, you're able
Right.
to tell them these are what these houses sell for, price per square foot, and just really be knowledgeable about that area.
No, that's great. That's great. Let's transition. You have another segment of the business that's a little bit different than most agents would have, and that's builder business. You want to share a little bit about how that came about and how that's going?
Sure, yeah. So it started when I got to work with my dad. I was lucky enough just to kind of see the behind the scenes. So it was about 2012 in the market. The foreclosures stopped. Most of the short sales were winding down, and all of the builders started to see, wow, if I pick up this property at this price, I can either tear it down or rehab it and then sell it at this price. So from 2012 on, I've been pretty busy with just finding builders properties where they can either tear it down and build new, or finding large parcels of land and subdividing it, giving them the proper zoning, what their max lot coverage is, things like that, and then running the pro forma and giving them the data. Okay, if this is what you buy it for, this is, give or take what you'll make.
Yeah. Okay. It sounds like a lot of having to know the numbers and
Yeah.
How did you learn a lot of that? Is that with your dad's?
Yeah, I mean, I would say starting in commercial real estate, I learned a lot
That's
of
what I
that
was gonna
research,
say, is just the
and then
commercial
working,
side.
in 2005 to 7 with my dad. Yeah,
Oh, that's great. You have some new projects that are
I
coming up,
do.
or?
So I did sell 5.5 acres of land in just in the Arcadia area, 85018, just right by LGO down the street. So we've got 16 homes in the Sycamore. We've sold 8, and we're just rocking and rolling over there. Base prices start at 1,325 and go up. Some really beautiful homes, and then I've got 8 more down the street, just south of 40th Street and Indian School. 8 brand new homes that are coming up, and those will be high 5s, low 6s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. If an agent wanted to go that direction, like wanted to be a specialist, I guess, when it comes to builder business, what would you tell them to go do, or what should they do? And maybe not necessarily finding land and all that, but I mean, just building those relationships with builders around the valley. And
Yeah, they're tough. I mean, they're hard people to catch.
Okay.
I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But once you can get your foot in the door, maybe if you take your first property to them and you know it's a slam dunk property, then just stay in with that builder. But I will say they are hard to catch, and maybe because people go after them all the time, because I mean, let's face it, you get the sale on the front end, and then if you give them a large parcel of land, hopefully you get the sale on the back end.
Yeah.
So they're really great to work with if you can build a great, mutual beneficial relationship where you're helping them and they're also helping you.
Got it. Now, an agent could, I guess, just go out and learn about all the new build locations, right? And just market that way as, hey, this is what I specialize in.
Study the data, know what, your tear downs go for in certain areas, know what, if you're not going to tear it down, what the rehabs are going. So it's really just about learning the data and the numbers and knowing your area.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So if an agent came to you that is new to the business, let's say, or maybe their business is slowed a bit, what would you tell them to go do right now to get business?
I'd say focus on one area, and I know a lot of people say that, but it's so true. Find one thing that you're passionate about, and there's so many different avenues of real estate. You could go commercial, you could go residential, you could go timeshares. There's some people that sell cemetery plots. There's... It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I know one guy in my office that only sells churches.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, there's so many different avenues that you can go. Just find one thing that you're passionate about.
Yeah.
Be good at it.
Be good at it and stick with it. And, it may not take off right away, but now when people hear my name, I have a lot of builders that call me that just have heard my name that call me now looking for properties. So, I would just say stick with it and know your data.
Right. No, that's great. Are you ready to get in the ring?
I think
with the
so.
Maniacs? I think so.
Woo!
I think you are. All right, let's do this. So what's the best advice anyone's ever given you?
Don't just tell people to invest. You personally need to invest too, because if they ask you, what do you own, and you say nothing, you're going to look like a fool.
Wow.
So that's why I've sold probably over 40 homes myself.
Nice.
Got it.
Huh.
That's great. Actually, that is good advice.
Yeah, write that
That's
down.
really good advice.
You got that, Elisa?
I'll have to play it back later. How about your favorite mobile app?
Podcast app.
Oh, okay.
Podcast
Yeah.
app. Yeah, that's a good one.
Do you listen to our show?
I listen to podcasts all the time. I do listen to your show. I love it. When I work out, I listen to your show.
There you go.
A bunch of them.
Good.
Who's your favorite guest so far?
I don't remember her name, but the lady that worked out in Sun City.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that was kind of a cool untapped market, because that right there is like its own little sub market, and she was
absolutely.
passionate about it, and I thought that was so cool. Look at her. She's,
Absolutely.
working with the seniors, and it was like a mutual beneficial relationship.
Yeah, that's right. How about what about non-real estate related podcasts? Do you have a favorite or a favorite?
I like How I Built This, Guy Raz.
Okay.
Have you listened?
I haven't heard that one.
Oh, so addictive.
How
Okay.
I Built This.
It's called How I Built This, Guy Raz, and he has big, the guy that started Southwest Airlines and the guy that started Honest Drinks, like all these big moguls. The lady that
Really?
started Spanx, yeah, it's really interesting.
Okay.
It's
So it's like he interviews all the people that went on Shark Tank. No, I'm just
Yeah.
teasing. Spanx, I think they were on Shark Tank, right?
I don't
I think at
know.
one point. Anyway, whatever.
she's just a billionaire now, but
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. How about a book recommendation?
Time Traps. It's an older book, but it made me
Oh, yeah.
crazy efficient.
Todd Duncan?
Time Traps. I think that's right. Yeah.
Todd Duncan?
I think so.
I think
yeah.
so. I think it is.
After I read that, I'm just all about like time management.
Yeah. He was a big mortgage guy. He used to talk, in the circuit, going around talking to mortgage companies and all that. I think that is his book. Good. How about a productivity tool or software that you use on a regular basis?
QuickBooks Online.
QuickBooks Online. Huh.
I need to probably use that.
You use that to manage your business.
For my business, and then for the building business too.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, one final question.
Okay.
I'm going to let you draw it from the hat.
There
Well,
it is.
the mask.
Beautiful. What is that, velvet?
Is that velvet? We play that all the time. Is it velvet, Jeff?
This?
Ooh, this is a good one.
I don't know if it's velvet or not. It's some kind of foamy stuff.
Okay, the question is, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
I love to travel. That's my thing. I want to go to Iceland and see the Northern Lights.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Ah.
I have a friend that consulted at Infusionsoft when I was there, and she went there, and the pictures were just like unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That's it?
Oh. I mean, I can go to more places too if you want.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, I want to go to Iceland someday. My wife probably not so much, because she probably thinks that the word ice means it's always cold.
Yeah.
But I think Iceland is green and Greenland is ice.
Yeah,
I
that's what
thought
they
that-
said in
right?
elementary school.
Yeah.
I always wondered if that was true, though.
I think it is.
Yeah, they
Joey, is that true?
said
The
from
roof-
from what I understand, they named it that just to trick people.
The sailors. That's what
Yes.
they told us in school.
Exactly. Anyway.
Yeah, I wonder. I have to go check them both out. So if any agents are listening today that want to reach out to you, how would they do that?
They can contact me, email rosiederryberry@gmail.com, or they can go onto my website, rosiederryberry.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming in.
Yeah, thank you for having me. It was fun.
It's been a lot of
Yes.
fun. I appreciate it. Until next time, this is Jeff Underwood, and
Joey Sampaga.
I'm not sure if this is Velvet Joey.
Yeah, we got to
But
find
anyway,
out.
until next time, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Adios.
That was fun.
job.
I hope I didn't mess up.
You didn't mess up at all. No editing required.
She has a good voice.
No, I swear.
The Weekly Closer podcast is sponsored by Jake Krabby, NMLS number 877141 at Academy Mortgage. Are you looking to buy or refinance a home? Jake Krabby is your mortgage professional. Contact Jake at 480-442-9291. Jake Krabby is a loan officer at Academy Mortgage, NMLS number 877141. State license for Arizona number 0920357, AZBK number 0904081, and New Mexico number 877141. Academy Mortgage Corporation, NMLS 3113, and New Mexico 01451. Call 480-442-9291. Address 15333 North Pima Road, Suite 205, Scottsdale, Arizona 85260. Academy Mortgage is an equal housing lender.